We perform Auburn's pregame show before each home game prior to the football team entering the field. For our choreography to look sharp and clean to the fans in the stadium, it's highly important that we put a lot of energy, pop, and precision into every part. We begin with a low jog as we first exit the tunnel and form a line by the front or back sideline. For pregame, the flagline is divided into 4 quadrants, each with a slightly different set of turns or holds. For the purposes of this video, I will be doing the front line first quadrant only. We will each have different push counts, but for now, let's just push, starting on the cymbal crashes from the recording. Our feet should stay in time to the beat, and our knees should be what we call a tabletop angle. After we finish jogging, we have a chance to catch our breath as the drums roll off before the fanfare. You'll hear da-da, da-da, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should be grabbing your flag on count 7, and then letting go of the silk on 8 to pop out on 1. Then we'll do the pregame fanfare. We turn inwards to face the band for our first rotation, then towards the tunnel for our second rotation, and then back to the first direction. It's especially important to make all of these movements as sharp as possible. After the fanfare, we'll immediately step off into War Eagle down the field. We'll run War Eagle twice, making sure that as we're prancing and taking 8 to 5 steps down the field, that we're also maintaining control of our upper body and keeping our free hand glued to our side, fingers together. During the second War Eagle, we will stop moving forward and begin prancing in place, but continuing the choreography on the lyrics, "Fight on, you orange and blue." On the lyrics, "Give 'em hell," you'll stop doing choreography to place your hands on your hips while you turn towards the field, and then raising your flag back up on the lyric, "Hey." We sometimes sing this part in our head to remember, hands on hips, turn to the field, hey. We'll then finish out War Eagle and put our hands back on our hips as the drums roll off right before Glory. We turn the opposite direction that we just came down the field, and we do Glory back down the field. Once again, we put our hands on our hips and turn on the beginning of the second Glory. We'll finish out the second Glory, then turn to the front on the second spell out of AUBURN, which is called the tag. We kick halt into our position to hold for God Bless America with our foot pointed, chin up, and leaned back to project ourselves to the audience. After holding for God Bless America, we hear a drum roll and drag our left foot around to the back to switch our weight in our legs. Our right foot will now be forward and pointed. After holding for the national anthem, we'll lean forward to a standing position when the whistle tweets and turn to our left to begin Short Horse. On the second repeat of Short Horse, we'll be facing the field until we turn over our left shoulder and then kick halt before our shakes. The power of the shakes comes from the down motions, which should occur on the spell out of each letter in Auburn. It's important to lean back and make these shakes big so that they can be seen from the stands while still maintaining control of your upper body and your flag. After the spell out, we'll prance in place before starting Tiger Rag. Tiger Rag should also be as sharp as possible, even if by this point you're getting a little tired. The motions are intended to be either directly to the front or directly to either side. Following Tiger Rag in place, we then do Tiger Rag down the field, turning at various points as shown. After we finish our high V to our left and do our high V to our right, we'll then be facing the front and prancing towards that direction. After this, we'll turn one last time to face the direction of the tunnel where we first jogged out of. We'll finish tiger rag, prancing in place facing the tunnel, and then we'll kick halt to close. As you can see, it's a very high-intensity show and requires lots of practice and conditioning, but it's well worth it when you experience your first pregame in Jordan-Hare Stadium. War Eagle and happy practicing!